And the big business story of the day, the country's biggest lender, the State Bank of India, has cut its base rate or minimum lending rate by 0.15% to 9.85%. This after the RBI chief pushed them to lower their lending rates. By them, I mean banks. The SBI rate cut will now be effective from the 10th of April. Mr. Raghuram Rajan, did not cut interest rates today, but uncharacteristically hit out at banks for not passing on the benefits of the last two cuts, amounting to a significant 0.5%. And now government and private banks jointly hit back, saying it wasn't that easy. But since then, private sector lenders, ICICI Bank and HFDC, followed suit, and they've lowered their lending rates too.
Banks are sitting on money, so to speak, and their cost of funding, their marginal cost of funding has fallen. The notion that it hasn't fallen is nonsense.
Private sector.
Within hours, top bankers, both government and private, hit back.
अगर ट्रांसमिशन की बात करते हैं तो 350 बेसिस पॉइंट जब आरबीआई रेट हाइक किया था तब हम लोग कितना ईएमआई हाइक किए थे? 350 बेसिस पॉइंट किए थे. हम आपको दिखा सकते हैं कितने रेट हाइक्स कितने बार हुए हैं और बैंक्स ने ईएमआई का कुछ भी नहीं किया है. किया भी तो है लेकिन उतना नहीं किया है.
We've said this every time when the policy is announced, even when the monetary policy rates are announced upwards or downwards, that it's not just the repo rate cut that determines, or the repo rate change that determines a base rate change.
But by the evening, India's largest PSU bank, SBI, decided to oblige by cutting lending rates by 0.15%. Although the governor is worried about inflation rising after rain devastated the rabi crop, he also insists that first banks should pass on the rate cuts to customers before expecting another cut.
Base rate doesn't seem to stand in the way of banks raising the base rate when interest rates are raised. It only seems to come in the way when interest rates are cut.
It's an all-out war of words between the RBI and the banks, with Raghuram Rajan insisting that banks need to do their bit. In New Delhi, Shweta Rajpal Kohli, NDTV.